Back then, I would have told you all the movies that I hate and here are the reasons why they suck and whatnot. And you would never hear that from me today. You'll never hear me say, what's the point, man? Life is too short. I almost died of a heart attack 6 years ago. And then last year I lost my fucking mind. So broke my heart, broke my fucking brain. Any minute now, I can like leave this place. I don't want to spend any fucking seconds going, you know what sucks? Instead, I will spend hours telling you about what I love. That's a better use of my time, your time.
That's healthy.
If you're looking for negativity, like, you don't need me. You can find it.
I always say that everything, that my father, that Bruce Lee, is actually all about love, because everything he did from his heart.
Who's this strange fellow on the bicycle here?
I think his name is Bruce Lee. He looks very familiar as Kato.
Well, do you need any help?
Yeah, a little gung fu going on around here.
What is gung fu, Bruce?
Well, Kung Fu is a Chinese form of combat. Arts like karate or jiu-jitsu derived from Kung Fu.
Now, when did you start in the martial arts thing? Because your dad died almost 20 years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, it's been almost 20 years. It's kind of hard to believe sometimes. I started training with my dad really as soon as I could walk. I mean, my dad was a really diligent trainer, and he always had people over at the house practicing. Friends and students, and that was just how we played at my house, you know? In fact, I remember when I was a little kid, a lot of my friends didn't want to come over to the house because there were always these men out in the backyard screaming and breaking things, you know?
So many different ways in which I have grown my relationship with my father, even though he's not here. He died when I was 4. So, of course, I was very young. But the memory that I have of him that is very clear is his presence, what it was like to have his attention and his love and his focus. That feeling has nurtured me throughout my life, even though I only had him for 4 years. It grounded me. It sort of gave me a way of looking at the world. It's powerful. And yes, I mean, my mom always said that the way he was in his films, the way he was in interviews, was the way he was. Like, that's the man. That way of speaking, that intensity, that poetic essence, the energy of him, that's how he was. On camera, off camera, at home, with friends, teaching, filming. That was his goal, really, which is total integration. Like, to be who you are fully, all the time, no matter what your setting.
I mean, you gotta put the whole hip into it and snap it and get all your energy in there.
I didn't train in martial arts after my father died when I was a kid growing up. But as I got older, there was a part of me that wanted to train because that was a way for me to know him.
Now, Bruce, just look right into the camera lens right here and tell us your name, your age, and where you were born.
My last name is Lee, Bruce Lee. I was born in San Francisco in 1940. I'm 24 right now.
You still think of yourself Chinese, or do you ever think of yourself as North American?
You know what I want to think of myself? As a human being. Because, I mean, I don't want to sound like, as Confucius say, but under the sky, under the heaven, man, there is but one family. It just so happened, man, that people are different.
I love martial arts. Growing up in the early 90s, many of us kids, at least the ones I grew up with, really thought we could kick and punch and defeat our enemies, just like the heroes we watched on TV. Watching cartoons with amazing abilities and unique superpowers was one thing, but as time went on, I developed an affinity with films, like Enter the Dragon and Fist of Fury, both of which were released in the early 1970s. Unfortunately, Bruce Lee, Hong Kong American martial artist and actor, never had the chance to witness Enter the Dragon's impact. It was Lee's final completed film appearance. Lee died in Hong Kong on July 20th, 1973, at the age of 32. His untimely demise was truly unfortunate, Enter the Dragon released in the US on August 19, 1973, less than 1 month after his death. The movie is considered to be one of the most profitable movies of all time, and it's still captivating audiences today.
There's a great, you probably know it, Bruce Lee quote from Enter the Dragon. Do you remember when he was like one of his students, and he told the kid, it's like a finger pointing away to the moon.
Yeah.
And he slapped him in the head, don't concentrate on the finger, you're going to lose all that heavenly glory around you.
Yes.
Back to being present.
Yeah, Bruce Lee was a bad motherfucker.
Dude.
He was such a bad motherfucker. People really don't appreciate what he did. Because what he did was introduce martial arts in an exciting way to the whole world.
Yes.
Everybody was wearing kung fu outfits, and everybody was fucking taking martial arts classes.
Yes.
Everybody wanted to be like Bruce Lee. He was the fucking coolest guy that ever existed in movies.
Oh, dude.
Lee was a martial arts expert and director who became a major box office draw. He was born in the United States, but became a child actor in Hong Kong. He also starred in the TV series The Green Hornet. Throughout the years, I've thankfully had the opportunity to witness a variety of martial arts within film and television. I've become aware and accustomed to the possibility of feeling the emotion of tranquility when watching certain films, especially the ones that I've previously admired before, but felt compelled to revisit once again and relive and experience the fun I sought out as a kid. Bruce Lee's movies featured a variety of styles: Tai Chi, boxing, and Jeet Kune Do. Wing Chun, a Chinese martial art that focuses on close quarters combat, rapid punches, and efficiency. Lee trained in Wing Chun under Ip Man, a Chinese grandmaster. He had several students who later became martial arts masters in their own right, the most famous among them being Bruce Lee. Jeet Kune Do, Lee's own martial arts philosophy, which he developed, emphasized practicality, speed, flexibility, and efficiency. Lee's fight scenes in his movies demonstrated effective techniques. His movies also featured Japanese and Korean systems and styles. For example, in the movie Enter the Dragon, he featured Taekwondo champion Jim Kelly, an American athlete, martial artist, and actor. After winning several karate championships, Kelly rose to fame in the early 1970s, appearing in various action films. Bruce Lee's base art of Wing Chun helped form the foundation of Jeet Kune Do, and Wing Chun elements are a component of Lee's on-screen fighting style. Lee was a pioneer and helped popularize Chinese martial arts globally in the 1970s. His movies, including The Way of the Dragon, The Big Boss, and Game of Death, helped establish him as an icon. I am beside myself and perplexed to hear someone like Quentin Tarantino, who I've regarded with great value and respect, to speak so poorly of Bruce Lee's legacy in such a pompous, self-absorbed, arrogant manner. The vile and fallible accusations spewing out of Tarantino's mouth in that interview permeated a deafening verbal ooze, emitting sounds of jealousy and envious roars throughout the interview, disregarding moral and human ethics to an astonishing degree.
I can understand his daughter having a problem with it. It's her fucking father, all right? I get that. But anybody else, go suck a dick. Tricked him. And Bruce realized he got tricked. If Cliff hadn't been so vicious, he could have even appreciated it.
The new Quentin Tarantino film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, features depictions of stars from back in the 60s. One of them is martial artist and actor Bruce Lee, and his daughter is not at all happy with the way he's portrayed.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood captures the end of the swinging 60s, but not everyone thinks the depiction is accurate. Bruce Lee's daughter, Shannon, is slamming how the movie portrays her father. My father was made into a punching bag, she tells The Wrap. He comes across as an arrogant blank who is full of hot air.
My hands are registered as lethal weapons.
In one scene, Lee, who's played by actor Mike Moe, challenges Brad Pitt to a fight. Pitt ends up crushing the martial arts legend. Shannon Lee says her father never would have challenged anyone to a fight on a film set. It was really uncomfortable to sit in a theater and listen to people laugh at my father.
Another thing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that got controversial was the Bruce Lee scenes. Yeah, a lot of people felt like you made Bruce Lee into an asshole.
Yeah, well, okay, that's okay. And the thing about it though is, even if you just look at it, it's obvious Cliff tricked him. That's how he was able to do it. He tricked him. Mm-hmm. It's like but the thing is, like they do a 2 falls out of 3 contest. Mm-hmm. Let me see your move. All right, and he gives him no resistance whatsoever. The guy does the move. He knocks him on his ass. If a guy has a particular move and it looks like the guy's a lunkhead, just a big mouth, who can't really defend himself, they do the second move again. I mean, they do the first move again, second time. Well, now Cliff knows what it is. So he prepares for it, he pivots, he catches him, he throws his ass into the car.
Right.
And now the third time will be the charm and he gets broken up. But he just tricked him.
Do you know about the history of Bruce Lee and
Jean LaBelle? Yeah, of course.
Did you research that before?
Yeah, well, I've always known it and everything. Right. And the stuntmen hated Bruce.
Really?
On Green Hornet. No, it's in Matthew Polly's book. And before that, it's always been known. That's why Jean LaBelle was brought on, to teach Bruce respect for American stuntmen.
And Bruce Lee could be an asshole, but he was never an asshole to the little people on set, the stunt people, the people below him. He was always a jerk to the producers or the directors or the people who were above him trying to tell him what to do.
Tarantino also tried to discredit and harm the reputation of Lee and his family without any bit of compassion or concern, no empathy whatsoever, and in doing so, failing miserably to answer the simple question and maintain the argument on why he chose to abolish and attempt to destroy Bruce Lee's legacy, not only in his film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which was disrespectful enough already.
You stand in front of a guy and you just want to let him have it.
However, at the same time, Bruce Lee was kind of an arrogant guy. I mean, when I was, the way he was talking is kind of, I didn't just make a lot of that up. I heard him say things like that to that effect.
I have to admit, watching and hearing that interview with Quentin did upset me. But like I said before in my previous video, I'm going to try my best to keep this YouTube channel free of negativity and drama. But I'm setting out to make a martial arts video and the importance of martial arts in cinema. So of course, I'm going to do my best to speak from the heart and fight against any who present a threat that might harm or try to dismantle such a positive and influential person like Bruce Lee. The family deserves respect.